Welcome to the SNAP-Ed webinar series. Our topic today is Farmers Market. My name is Joan Paddock. I'm an Extension Associate here on campus at Cornell University. And today with me are Leah Connor, who is a research support specialist with the Division of Nutritional Sciences, working specifically on some farmers market issues, and Maggie McHugh, who is a senior nutritionist with the Finger Lakes Eat Smart New York program in Wayne County. They'll be speaking with us today about farmers market issues. The objectives for today is that we will review how the markets are operating and how SNAP-Ed and other benefits are accepted by farmers market, explore examples of how policy systems and environmental approaches can be combined with farmers markets events and work, and then at the end, review some best practices for planning and implementing SNAP-Ed nutrition education.
When shopping at farmers markets, there are numerous benefit programs available to families with limited resources. Consumers are often confused about the various forms of currency or benefits that are available for use at farmers markets and the rules and regulations around each. Today I'm going to give a quick overview of some of the common benefit programs available at many farmers markets. These programs include SNAP, Fresh Connect, which is a SNAP incentive program, the Farmers Market Nutrition Program, which is abbreviated as FMNP, and the WIC Vegetable and Fruit Check Program, which I will refer to as WIC-VF. So the Farmers Market Federation of New York has put together a great video that provides an example for how consumers can use their SNAP benefits at farmers markets. Today we will take a quick look at that video.
Okay.
Dollars in SNAP tokens are purchased from the participant's EBT card. So any SNAP eligible items, including but not limited to the items listed in this slide, are available for purchase with SNAP tokens or Fresh Connect checks at farmers markets. It is great to encourage participants to purchase produce. However, SNAP benefits can be used to purchase canned, dried, and frozen fruits and vegetables, as well as the fresh produce. Why are we encouraging SNAP consumers to shop at farmers markets? Farmers markets offer fresh, seasonal produce grown locally. Purchasing fresh produce at farmers markets is a great way to promote healthy eating and offer support to local farmers. The Farmers Market Nutrition Program provides checks to WIC participants, referred to as WIC FMNP, and to low-income seniors, referred to as the Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program. Although the checks appear slightly different from one another, they operate in a similar way. Checks are issued in the amount of $4, and they are able to be redeemed between June 1st and November 30th. Consumers can determine if they're eligible for FMNP by contacting their local WIC office or reaching out to their local office for the aging. Fruits and vegetables that are both fresh and locally grown are available for purchase with FMNP benefits. So for example, in New York, bananas are not eligible because they would not be grown here locally in New York. In addition to fresh local fruits and vegetables, culinary herbs can also be purchased using FMNP benefits. Families who participate in the WIC program receive WIC vegetable and fruit checks. The checks are typically in the amount of $8, $11, or $17. Checks expire in 30 days and have the expiration date listed right on the check itself. WIC vegetable and fruit checks can be used both at farmers markets as well as at grocery stores. However, the eligible items at farmers markets are different from eligible items at grocery stores. At farmers markets, only fresh fruits and vegetables can be purchased with WIC vegetable and fruit checks. Vendors who accept these benefits are required to display the signs on the slide. Printing the slide to show to participants what they should look for at vendor booths might help them navigate where they can use their benefits. Although these signs should be displayed, it is possible that vendors will forget to pack or display their signs at their booth, so consumers should also be encouraged to ask vendors if they are not sure whether a benefit is accepted at that particular booth. The table here reviews the common benefit programs available for use at farmers markets. For all benefits listed above, the participant can pay the difference if the purchase price exceeds the value of the check or the token. And for all 4 benefit programs listed above, the participant may use benefits together with other benefits. This means if a bag of apples costs $5, a $4 FMNP check plus $1 in cash can be used to purchase this item. In addition, a $4 FMNP check plus a $1 SNAP token can be used to purchase the $5 bag of apples. For all benefits, change will not be given if the purchase price is less than the value of the benefit. A vendor may add extra produce to bring the value of the purchase up to the value of the benefit being used. For example, a participant might want to say, I have a $4 FMNP check. Is there anything else I can get to bring my total purchase price up to $4? So why is it important to know about all of these programs? SNAP shoppers can purchase more fruits and vegetables by combining their SNAP benefits with other programs like FMNP and WIC vegetable and fruit checks. And SNAP participants can take advantage of SNAP incentive programs in order to increase their SNAP benefits even further. Before attending a market, find out what incentive programs are available. There are regional or local incentive programs such as Health Bucks in New York City or Double Up Food Bucks in Western New York. Not all farmers markets accept SNAP benefits. On the New York State Ag and Markets website, which is located in the slide here, you can go to the tab on their homepage that says Find a Market to find more information on which markets are eligible to accept SNAP benefits. Today I'm going to go through the New York State Ag and Markets website, but I also want to point out that the Farmers Market Federation of New York also has a website where you can determine which markets are eligible to accept SNAP benefits. And that website is Snap to Market, which is www.snaptomarket.com, and that's www.snaptomarket.com, and that link was provided at the end of the video that we just viewed as well. So once on the Find a Market page on the New York State Ag and Markets website, you can view New York State, which is broken down into regions. If you click on one of the regions, you will get a zoomed-in view of your location. And then if you click on one of the blue dots, which indicates a market, you can find further information for that market. So you can get the information such as the market website, if available, hours of operation. If it's a seasonal market, you can get their start and end dates. You can also find the market contact information as well as an indication of whether the market accepts SNAP or EBT benefits. It's important to contact the market manager to identify the best time to work at the farmer's market. Working at the market is not a full-day activity, so identifying peak hours for the best use of time is a good way to start to identify which markets and what times you want to visit those markets. You can also view this information in a table format, and using this table format, you can sort by by categories such as sorting by county, city, operation hours, and SNAP or FMNP market eligibility. You can also import this information into an Excel spreadsheet. Not all farmers markets that accept SNAP and EBT benefits get SNAP eligible foot traffic. When determining the suitability of working at a farmer's market, contact OTDA to determine if the level of EBT sales and transactions warrant SNAP Ed work. Markets that traditionally have low EBT sales should be avoided, while markets with high EBT sales and transactions will help to ensure that you are reaching the target population. When it comes to farmers markets, collaboration is very important. Our Farmers Market Nutrition Program outreach team has conducted a pilot meeting of a farmers market collaboration meeting, which was held in Livingston County, and brought together various farmers market stakeholders, such as market managers, extension staff, including extension who work in both health and nutrition as well as agriculture, and representatives from the Department of Health, WIC, and Office for the Aging. This meeting was held right at the local cooperative extension office, and in the meeting, the goal was to get to know one another, to network and to collaborate, and to brainstorm ideas for bringing consumers to farmers markets. At this meeting, we conducted a SWOT analysis or activity to identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats and barriers for driving more traffic to the farmers. This spring, our team's going to put together a toolkit on how to best organize and facilitate a similar farmers market collaboration meeting. This toolkit will be developed and shared with cooperative extension associations later this spring. The slide's over to Maggie.
All right, thanks, Leah. Again, hi, I'm Maggie McHugh, and I'm the Senior Nutritionist for the Finger Lakes Eat Smart New York program, also called FLESNY, so you may hear me say that a few times. Eat Smart New York is a SNAP Ed nutrition and obesity prevention program that is free to all individuals who qualify and or receive benefits through the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or also called SNAP. One of our environmental strategies is to work with farmers markets that accept EBT. This environmental project was identified based on the New York State Expanded Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance System 2013 to 14 data for the Finger Lakes. The data reported that 23% of adults in the Finger Lakes region report experiencing food insecurity or not having enough money to purchase nutritious meals in the past 12 months, and that 37% of adults in the Finger Lakes region with an annual household income of less than $25,000 are obese, which exceeds the New York State average of 29%. So this kind of focused our environmental goal to be to promote access to affordable and local fruits and vegetables of SNAP and SNAP-eligible audiences. The logic model and REAIM was the tool that was utilized to plan this environmental project. The inputs of the project are the resources and our partners that will help contribute to the goal of this initiative. Inputs for this project include 1, the Finger Lakes Eat Smart New York nutritionists, who will be delivering the direct education. 2, local food access points, where local fruits and vegetables are being sold. And FLESNY, or again the Finger Lakes Eat Smart New York program, selected 3 to work with to start our project, which include the Sodas Farmers Market, which is in Wayne County, Geneva General Hospital Mobile Curbside Market, which is found in Ontario County. And as you can see in the picture, if you're not familiar with curbside, this is a picture of the curbside truck, which is operated by FoodLink in Rochester, which is our food bank of Western New York. It sells local fruits, vegetables, and eggs, and also accepts EBT, which is great. And also, lastly, our third site that we're going to be working with is the East Side Farmers Market in Chemung County. And as the project progresses, additional access points will be identified, such as local grocery stores. Additional inputs to help achieve this goal are the priority sites within the community surrounding the selected farmers markets. These sites can include churches or schools, community centers, libraries, health clinics, or job readiness programs, or JRTs. The Finger Lakes Eat Smart New York nutritionists will provide direct education at these priority sites as well. And then lastly, an important input is the Farmers Market Nutrition Program resources from Cornell. The following resources and or tools were identified to help implement this project. One, Wholesome Wave, if you're familiar with it, has a toolkit that shares how to implement SNAP-Ed programs at farmers markets. So what I did was I actually adapted their strategy and developed our own nutrition curriculum called Improve Access to Local Fruits and Vegetables, to be provided as direct education at the farmers markets and within the community setting. Two, another resource is Cornell's Farmers Market Nutrition Program resources, such as Help for Shoppers and New York State Farmers Market brochures, and the Farmers Market Nutrition Program poster that describes the different farmers market programs as well as incentive programs that are accepted at farmers markets. County-specific farmers market brochures and curbside schedules to help participants increase awareness of where, when, and what incentive programs are accepted at farmers markets. And lastly, Wholesome Wave's Nutrition Incentive Program resources, which serves as a network in providing ideas, resources, and support to provide additional incentive ideas to promote the purchase of local fruits and vegetables at farmers markets. These planned activities are the specific components that are starting this season to help achieve this environmental goal. The FLESNY, or Eat Smart New York nutritionists, will conduct direct one-time nutrition education at priority site locations, which are located near the selected farmers markets, and direct nutrition education at the selected farmers markets and curbsides. The workshop objectives include learn why it's beneficial to eat in-season fruits and vegetables, learn what fruits and vegetables are in season that are grown in the Finger Lakes region, discuss 5 different types of local food access points, for example, farmers market, curbsides, farm stands, CSAs, or UPIC, identify local incentive programs to help one purchase local fruits and vegetables, become more familiar with the market and the type of produce available, and even try a local in-season fruit or vegetable at the market. In addition to improving access to local fruits and vegetables by SNAP and SNAP-eligible participants, the FLESNY program will participate in our local farm to cafeteria, local farms, local foods, and local health network group as well. And then also for a future goal, an environmental strategy will be to collaborate with local grocery stores and physicians to increase access to local produce. Due to this project starting the season, listed is our projected short and long-term goals. These include, for the short-term goals, increased consumption of local produce by SNAP and SNAP-eligible participants, offer a fruit and veggie drop donation table at one of the farmers markets, And a fruit and veggie drop donation table is exactly what it sounds. It would be an area where vendors or farmers, as well as consumers, can purchase local fruits and vegetables and donate it and drop it off at these tables. This donation can then be shared to local food pantries, churches, etc. within the community. And this could be another avenue of increasing access to local fruits and vegetables where participants are unable to attend a market. For some long-term goals, increase purchase of a local farmer's produce at a grocery store by promoting the benefits of buying local, or even just highlighting that this produce is being sold by a local farmer in the area. Also, support the development of a food hub, which is possibly going to be in Bath, which is in Steuben County, by collaborating with our local farm to cafeteria group that I mentioned a little bit before. And a food hub is where a larger organization collects larger quantities of local foods from farmers and distributes to wholesale or retail or institutions such as schools or even a hospital. And lastly, which I'm very excited about and can't wait to start this project, is to obtain funds to implement a fruit and vegetable prescription program in collaboration with a physician with the goal of a doctor referral for local fruits and vegetables, which would be targeted to food insecure individuals who are obese. So the overall impact of this Finger Lakes Eat Smart New York environmental strategy is for SNAP and SNAP-eligible individuals and families of the Finger Lakes region will increase consumption of local and affordable fruits and vegetables, which will improve overall health and food security. In order to measure this impact, FLESNY will evaluate the following: the increased purchase of local produce, increased consumption of locally grown fruits and vegetables, and increased food security. And this data will be collected via surveys. So that is it, and thank you for allowing me to share that.
So as you can tell from listening to Leah and Maggie, coordination, collaboration, and communication are the key to successful farmers market events. So when we're talking about specific activities at the market, we're typically talking about food demonstrations. So this would involve working closely with the market manager to identify the best days and times with the highest foot traffic to maximize your reach to the SNAP-Ed audience. So setting a schedule is critical. And then once the schedule is determined, you can publicize and advertise your demonstrations throughout the networks that you use, employing social media and other avenues that you have developed. Some programs have used social media, including Facebook pages and websites, to advertise events. And some of you have developed quite a relationship with local radio stations where you call in and have weekly or monthly programs and can advertise what you're doing. On the day of the event, you can consider putting flyers or posters at the location where participants get their tokens so that they know exactly where you're going to be while they're shopping and when you're going to do your presentation. You could also drop off your educational materials so that anyone else could pick them up at that table. You might consider working with partner agencies to arrange transportation to the market for a shopping trip or a visit to the market during the times that you're doing your events. That would help generate an audience, promote the market activities with your partner agencies, and generate interest among people who may not have been at the market before. And lastly, it's important to contact vendors ahead of time to secure whatever produce you're going to use in your recipe. So again, coordination, collaboration, communication, a lot of upfront legwork for you to maximize your time at the market. So, your opportunity at the market is varied and rich. I think the key here is that you have the opportunity to share with participants fruits and vegetables in their natural state. So you can see things that are picked right out of the ground or right off the tree that very day. And for some participants, that's new information. So if you think back to the video we saw, our shopper there was buying fresh beets with the greens attached. So many participants have only bought beets out of a can. They've only purchased them in the grocery store. They have no idea that they have a root and that they have these great greens attached. So you can use both the vegetable, the beet itself, and you can use the beet greens. So you have that opportunity to share then all the possibilities. For some of our participants, the term seasonal has no meaning, because in the grocery store, you can buy almost anything, depending on your grocery store, at any point in time. But at the market, you get the opportunity to buy, prepare, and eat things at the prime of their ripeness. And so that's your fun challenge, is to help participants select the produce, to know what they're looking for, and then secondly, how to store the produce before it goes bad so that they can use it in the recipe that you're sharing and maximize that opportunity, that freshness, that goodness. So selection and storage should be a part of your educational events, in addition to the food prep and all the good things about food prep and food tasting that we do in our food demonstrations. So the recipe selection is not unlike any other thinking process. All the recipes we prepare in SNAP-Ed should support the dietary guidelines for Americans and have minimal added sugar, fat, and salt. The use of low-fat dairy or non-fat dairy should be maximized. In other words, all the same principles that apply to any recipe you'd use any other time of the year apply here, with the exception that you want to use fruits and vegetables that are in season the day that you're there. It's the obvious choice for any recipe that's going to maximize your time and effort at the farmer's market. So you might want to point out that they're available, share the cost, and identify the stands where these ingredients might be purchased. And again, if you're saying to someone, go buy the beets over at vendor number 2, they need to know that what beets look like in all their glory with the greens attached. Some folks might not know what fresh garlic looks like. Herbs that are used typically in our recipes. It's a learning process, so maximize your opportunity. That creates some fun and interest and for you and participants. The resources that you might use include these 4 curricula on the left with featured lessons, the numbers of or names of the lesson that actually has the fruits and vegetables that might, recipes that might be helpful to you. And then on the right-hand side would be the handouts that you'd want to feature. And that little picture shows an example of displaying fruits and vegetables in a pretty basket with your handout in a plexiglass holder so that folks can take them as they want to and be able to learn more about what you're doing that day. And of course, for your presentations, you want to create eye-catching, appealing displays. So we talk about the vertical presence or the vertical eye orientation, and in this particular picture, there's a poster in the back that stands up on a stand that you might use. The My Benefits tablecloths, the green shopping bags that might be incentives for you, or they could be giveaways from the market, depends on how your relationship with the market. The fruit basket, the recipe, My Benefits palm cards, all the important things that are critical for SNAP participants or potential applicants that you might want to reach. In addition to all the things that you would need for food prep on the left-hand side, including the recipe that you can hand out and ideas on how to shop and store the fresh fruits and vegetables. You might need to think ahead about water and hand washing facilities, your supplies for tastings, whether it be the small tasting cups or forks or toothpicks, and have all of those supplies ready. And lastly, your cleanup supplies. Depending on your market, you might need your own garbage bags or garbage cans, towels, and all necessary equipment like that. So again, planning ahead, coordination, and communication with your market managers. So I think this has been a really helpful and informative webinar. I hope that you found it such. We have a link to a webinar quiz that you can take, which is on our webpage that you came to open up this webinar. If you could take that, please, and confirm that you viewed it, that would help us with feedback and help us planning in the future. So if you have any questions, you can contact Leah or Maggie or me. I could be reached on campus at this email address, or you can call me directly. So I hope you found this useful, and I wish you good luck in your farmers market programming this year.